Alrighty, guys, I'm Morthadon, and we're back for Shield Hero episode 21. Alrighty, so first order of business, real fast, is keep an eye out for a poll, guys. There may be one coming very soon. It may already be out by the time you're seeing this, or it may be coming out soon. So basically, I think we only have like 4 episodes-ish left after this one, and usually I try to give like 3 to 4 weeks for the polls to, for people to vote and everything. So keep an eye out for that. Everyone's able to vote. So whenever you see me post a poll video, or maybe in the next episode, I'll be more confirmed on it or not, maybe. But yeah, there's that. And then also the second order of business is I am a bit tired tonight, so if I seem a little loopy, that's why. I did just take a shower, which helped, but I've been a bit busy with some things, and my normal weird sleep schedule is that I sleep less during the night, but then I take naps. But I've just been sleeping less during the night and not taking the naps because I've been like busy engaging in other things. So yeah, I might be a little loopy in this one. But anyways, let's move on to what happened last episode, which was a very cool episode. We had the conclusion to the fight with the church. The queen showed up. She had some awesome armor on. It was very cool. I love seeing a leader who actually will go out onto the field and fight with their men. So I think she became my favorite character very quickly. Um, and yeah, so the church people are being taken into custody by all the queen's people, and Naofumi was hurt from his blood sacrifice crazy crap he did, but I'm sure he's going to be okay. But I'm sure this is going to be like kind of a recovery episode, seeing how he's doing, and maybe getting some cool dialogue with the queen, I hope. But yeah, guys, I think that is the brief summary of what happened. So let's jump into this episode, shall we, and see what happens. Alrighty, full length. We are going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Broken boat. Ah. This was like kind of like the first scene a little bit, right? Except all these people weren't here that time in the beginning. Interesting. What's going on? I didn't miss an episode, did I? Oh, okay. Okay, no, he's awake. We're good. Oh, look at them all sitting there sleeping with them. Oh, yum. Ah, nice. 3 days. Wow. I can't imagine sleeping that long. All right. Uh, damn curses. That's good. Okay. Uh, dare say it's that dare say girl. The queen. Yes. The queen, my favorite character. She speaks with such power. I love it. Yeah, that's what I want to know about. Yes! 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 Please tell me everything! I want to know! Okay. Yup. Ah. Damn. Holy shit, now for me! Damn! That's still her daughter, isn't it? I like how she didn't even bat an eye. Uh, hmm. Being respectful to her mother and her, I guess, superior in a way. Yeah, this is what I want to know. Hmm. Uh, that's good. Nice. Will I be able to eat lots of food? Aw. We still, unless I like misunderstood, we still don't really know what the previous Shield hero did, right? Hmm. Why not the other heroes? Why is she so keen on the Shield hero? Or maybe she knows that they're already fine, maybe? And he's the one that needs to be convinced because of all the crap that happened? I don't know. Hmm. Ah. Why the distant ominous shot? Like someone's listening in. Oh. Wait. Shoot. Hmm. Oh shit. Did I miss a line? Crap. Are they gonna, like, execute or just take away the power of the king and her daughter, Miney or whatever? Yeah. Uh-oh. I expected jealousy faces from the other two girls, but never mind. Oh, this is just a dream, right? Jesus. Yeah, that was just a dream, okay. So they are planning on executing? Sorry, I think I missed the one line that she said what they were planning on doing with them. I think I might have been talking. I'm so bad about that. Why is she all dressed up? Interesting. It was nighttime, they were going to bed, and she was all dressed up. Who is this? What? That was so out of place. Ah, the other heroes. Uh-oh. Nope. Nope, she's potentially gonna get her head chopped off. Oh, the queen on the throne. This is where she belongs and not the king. Ah, they're handcuffed. Hmm. Damn. I love it. He's watching. That's so good. I love it. Ah. Brainwash, goddammit. Damn. Oh shit. Oh, wow. She's calling her Malty, but everyone else calls her Miney. What is that, a subtitle issue, or is that like a daughter thing? Okay. Yep. So she can't. Man. Hmm. Yo. Damn. Even the king didn't know about that. That's what I thought. I think I remember saying that I didn't think the king believed in that. The one, like, douchebag guard. Oh my god, I love this episode so much. This is the best episode ever of any show I've ever seen. I'm just kidding. That's not true. Sorry, but holy crap. Nope. What? Oh my god. Kitamura, you are such a friggin' idiot. Jesus Christ. Damn. God, she just can't stop lying. Jeez. My heart feels lighter. I don't care now for me. This girl is getting what she deserves. I don't feel bad at all, guys. Not one bit. Once again, that crap. What is it? Stripped of status. Okay. Oh shit. Damn. Will Naofumi save them? I feel like Naofumi is gonna save them. Because they've built up Naofumi saying this whole time how he doesn't feel good about this. So I feel like he's gonna say something. You know. Damn. Alright. The scene from Naofumi's dream. Yep. Alright. I wouldn't put it past the show to kill them, but I feel like Naofumi's gonna try to, like, stop it just because of what he was saying. Maybe. We'll see, am I right? Jeez. To the very end. It's building up way too much. he's gonna stop him. Jeez. Yep. Hmm. Oh, mine is okay. Well, thanks for telling me that now. I love the queen is just like, what? All right, my daughter's name is bitch, and slut is her adventure name. Bitch. Oh my god, I love it so much. Ah, oh, nice. Hmm. Hmm. Reluctantly. Oh, what a badass. Yeah. All right. So Melty is staying behind. The adventure with Melty is over. Uh. Oh, damn. Damn. Oh, oh, that's so cool. Nice. Nice. Man, this feels like a almost feels like a conclusion. Aww. Damn, this is like a good ending right here. You know. uh, yeah. Jeez. Did I like mess up? Is this the end of the show? What's going on here? What? Well, there's a 22. It just advertised it. Alright, guys. That's the end of episode 21. What? That was a really... Okay, so I will say, hands down, that is my favorite episode of the show so far. Like, that was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. But yeah, guys, that's it. So head on over to the discussion, and we'll talk all about this. Alrighty, guys. So that's the end of episode 21, and oh man, I loved it. I did. I did. It's very weird how that. I want to talk about how that episode ended real fast, just because it almost seemed like it could have been a conclusion to the whole season and then be like, okay, there's more, but there's, I'm seeing right now there's 4 more episodes to watch. So that's interesting. So they did like a soft ending, I guess. It kind of, so what it really is it's a conclusion to the whole, King and Miney, being horrible against the shield hero, and all of that like came to a close. It all wrapped up nicely. It all came together, and now we're not going to have to deal with that anymore. And now we're moving on to like what the story is really going to be about, and like saving the world and the waves, and hopefully that this is basically the episode I've been waiting for a while. I've said it over the course of several episodes that I can't wait for the whole like Miney bit to be over and us to move on to things like the waves, like where they come from, what are they, like how do they originate, why are they coming, because now we're getting sentient beings coming and stuff like that, and it's like, what's going on, that's what I want to learn. So hopefully we can start, transitioning into that with these last 4 episodes, and in future seasons, because I'm pretty sure this show is confirmed for another couple seasons as anime, which is pretty cool. But man, this episode is so good. So basically, we've had Miney losing here and there and getting angry, but usually she never gets reprimanded or nothing ever really bad happens to her. Like it's always like she does something to Naofumi. Naofumi somehow counters it slightly, even though it still has some negative effects to him, and she gets angry and then moves on to her next scheme. But this time, she's, we had a whole episode dedicated to just her, everything she's done, and, even just her personality, just because, like, obviously someone like her would be, a pathological liar, but she didn't even like flinch. Like even when she had the slave crest, even after it went after her like 4 or 5 times or whatever, you'd think that you'd just be like, okay, I can't lie, like it's not gonna get past this thing, so I'll just tell the truth and maybe that'll make people feel bad for me, But she didn't even stop. She was relentless. I have to give her some props that she just did not give up. The whole time, she just continued with the lies and did not give up. So, props to her for that, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how you guys felt through this episode, but there's a lot of shows that they do this kind of thing where they humanize the bad guy after all the crap they've done, and usually I'm the kind of person to be like, okay, this is a little much, I feel bad for them, right? This time, not a bit. I did not feel bad for Miney at all. Like, it's it's insane how I feel like I'm a very cold person because I just found it funny and so like a weight has been lifted off of my soul by watching this girl be essentially tortured in her own lies. But the thing is like I think one of the big reasons why I don't feel bad is just because the pain she was feeling from the slave crest when she lied was because she was lying. It was of her own design. She could have, done something different. And I think that's one of the big things that I have about me is that if someone gets themselves into a situation and it's like entirely their fault, like they had the option not to do it and they did it anyway, that's the kind of thing where I just like don't feel bad for people when that happens, right? Like if there's like a good reason why they had to do it and like maybe they could have not done it, but then there's like, all these repercussions, then I understand it better, but like I guess a perfect example is because it happens a lot is when people waste money and then complain they don't have money. I don't feel bad for them, right? Like if someone sees something that's on sale, buys it, buys, a new overpriced car, buys like I don't know, like a new like tablet, a new laptop, like all this new stuff that they don't need, right? Like they could do without it, but they buy it anyway just because they want to. But they know that they know at the time that they don't have a lot of money, but they buy this crap anyway. And they put themselves in these situations where it's completely like their fault just because they're, addicted to buying things, like that's one example of the kind of things where like I don't feel bad for them at that point because they got themselves into this mess. But the times that I do feel bad is when it's like, I'm trying to think of like a good example that's like similar to what I just said, but I guess if it's someone that has money problems, but then their car breaks down and they have to get it fixed, so they have to spend money there. Their phone breaks and they need their phone, so they had to buy a new phone. Like that's the kind of times where I feel bad for that person, right? Like this is all stuff that was out of their control, providing they didn't like break their phone or crash their car themselves, providing it's an accident, excuse me. That's the kind of thing where I do feel bad for people sometimes, But in this case, it was just she dug herself into this hole, and then she just kept digging down, even after she knew that it was just gonna cave in on her, right? Like, it's ridiculous. But I loved it every minute of it. Every time that slave crest beat the crap out of that girl, I loved it. But it's they definitely telegraphed the interruption of Now for me very much because it just kept they dragged on the scene of the beheading and then Now for me just kept saying like is this right, he had that dream, he was doubting it this whole time, so I pretty much knew that they were gonna he was gonna interrupt it. But I'm surprised. So the queen said that she was gonna beg for their lives if Naofumi hadn't done what he did. But she like had her hand up and she was about to order them, like they were raising the swords, they were about to cut the heads off. Like she pushed it to the absolute limit. Like it almost didn't seem like she was gonna do that. What was she gonna do? Like raise her hand and then be like, wait, like I don't know. I wonder what her plan was if Naofumi didn't jump in there. Interesting. But yeah. So now Fumi jumped in, and now they are, they're stripped of all their status. They have to live in this world. They're gonna have to work normal jobs, I guess. Like, they're gonna have to live off the land just like everybody else. They're not gonna have, or they might not have the wealth of the country behind them unless someone decides to help them out. But they're gonna have to make honest livings and stuff like that, and also their names are now bitch and trash, and her adventurer name is Slut. So, like, that was the Queen Order, that's their names. Like, maybe in private and with friends, they might not call them that. They might choose to use different names. Because obviously there's, I mean, I don't know about that world, but in our world, there's no law that we, between friends have to call each other by our names, like, hell, I go by, aliases on the internet that my friends call me for years, like Morthadon and stuff like that. So obviously it's not required that you say those names, but random strangers, this is broadcast to the world, everybody's gonna know. So anybody that doesn't like them is just gonna rub it in their face constantly. So it is a really shitty thing for them to live with. But they are alive, so Naofumi did let them live. Which is cool. I mean, it's definitely a very hero-like thing to do, to interrupt that and save them, right? Like, I mean, honestly, I think so. Here's the deal. I think I felt a little bit bad for the king, just because he did a lot of bad crap, right? And he didn't like stop his daughter or raise her right or anything. But I don't I don't think he did as much, right? Like when they were going over the charges of everything that was done, some of the things he was even shocked that Miney did. So Miney did a lot more than he did. I almost feel like, he didn't deserve to die, but she did. Like, I think in retrospect, if it went the other way and both of them were beheaded, I think I would have felt a little bit bad for the king, just because I can kind of understand the hatred for someone that is, you know, it's a weird kind of relation, but almost related to someone that you don't like, right? Like, it's not really quite a relation because of how, like, the whole, like, summoning heroes works, but like, the king really hated the shield hero because of something the previous shield hero did. I apologize if I missed her saying what the previous shield hero did in this episode. They talked about it, but I think, unless I missed it, they just said, they hate something the previous shield hero did, and then they ended it at that. They didn't say what the previous shield hero did. I don't think. I may have missed it, though. Apologies if I did. But, that being said, the... what's it called? Where was I going with that? Well, okay, yeah. So the previous Shield hero did something to his family, and that's why he hates Naofumi, who is the current Shield hero. I don't agree with that, right? But I can kind of understand why you would do that, right? Like, biases and shit like that are a real thing, and it's a real problem in this world, and I'm even a victim of it too. Like, honestly, I mean, the biggest example is, like, I'm not a fan of Kanye West, right? Because he just seems arrogant and stuff like that. But I also feel like I'm not the biggest fan of his kid just because of who his dad is. And I know that's not fair to the kid, but I can't help that bias. Now, if I met the kid and felt different, I'd probably feel differently if I met the kid. Obviously, I think his kid is still very young, possibly. I don't know. It's been a while since I heard about his kid. But anyways, regardless of that. But, so I feel like once the king met Naofumi, he would have, like, realized. But then, was the king shocked that that Miney lied about the assault? Did the king really believe the assault? He might have. And if the king really believed the assault, then that puts the king even more in, like, a victim status, in a way. Because, Miney tricked him even. But I'm not sure if that was one of the things where when they said, like, oh, you faked being assaulted by Naofumi, and or you were assaulted by Naofumi, right? And she said, yes, I was, and then she got zapped. I can't remember if the king had a reaction there or not. I apologize, but it's a very interesting situation. So I definitely think Miney deserved death, and I definitely think the king deserved for his privileges to be stripped. I don't think he was a good king, but I don't know that the king deserved to die in that situation, but either way, they didn't die. They're alive. They had new names. All good. But interesting. But yeah, guys, I think that pretty much sums up most of what I have to say about this episode. I absolutely loved it. There was so much good stuff in it. I loved how it ended. I loved basically every moment in this episode was just fantastic. Oh, excuse me, in my opinion. Like, I feel like there's a lot of good moments in a lot of these episodes, but I feel like there's also moments where it kind of like lags a bit and like it doesn't quite hit home for me. But this episode just through and through from beginning to end, I loved it. So man, I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes from here with this Miney storyline done and everything, but yeah, guys, that's it for me. That's all I really have to say before I just start repeating stuff I've already said. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my reaction to this episode. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you did so you can see everything new from me. Make sure you keep an eye out for that poll that's going to be coming. And you can check the description for a link to my Patreon if you want to do some further support that, you know, financially support me and you guys get some benefits like full length and early access as well. And I very much appreciate it if you go that route. But you obviously don't have to. Subscribing is very much good enough for me, or just watching. I'm fine with that too. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.